Hey guys, I'm starting off with this 613 blonde wig, and I'm going to color it and add some like lowlights and highlights and a shadow root. So I'm going to be using Revlon color in the color ultralight blonde, dark blonde, and light ash blonde to give it like a smoky ash look. And I'm going to start by mixing the developer and the hair color together into my bowl, and I'm just going to mix that really well. And this is the way I learned how to color hair in school, so that's why I'm doing it this way, because this is the only way I know how to do it. But I'm gonna start off by taking the light ash blonde, and I'm going to do a shadow root. And a shadow root is basically when you make the roots of the hair darker. So whenever you guys see somebody with those darker roots and they have other dimensions and colors, they either did a shadow root or they started off with like a black wig. So you see that I outlined that entire section. So I have 4 sections in the back, and I just started with the bottom right section, and then I outlined the whole section with the, I think it was the light ash brown, because I want the roots to be darker. So I kind of just melted that down a little, and then I went into the dark blonde and colored the rest of the hair dark blonde. And so I'm just putting that aluminum foil right there to kind of separate the hair, because you don't want the lighter pieces to touch the dark pieces, because you're going to have spots in the hair. And then making sure that you highly saturate the hair so that you don't have any dry pieces, because if you have dry pieces in there, you're going to have blonde, the 613 blonde hair showing after you wash it out and dry it, and you have to go back and color, and you do not want to do that. So I'm just taking it section by section and repeating those same steps. I outlined the section with the ash blonde, and then I separated by taking a piece from the bottom, and then I'll add the ash to the roots, and then I'll take a different color. Like, I'm using 3 different colors, so I use the ultralight blonde on some pieces, and then I'll use the dark blonde on some pieces, and then I'll pull the light ash brown all the way down through some pieces, because I want the wig to have dimension. And so that's why I'm alternating between a lot of them. I'm using more low lights than highlights, because I want the wig to be a little bit more on the darker side. And when I was transitioning from the low lights to the highlights, I was pretty much just winging it. Like, I wasn't doing it in any specific order. So if you decide to do this, like, just have fun with it and go with the flow. So now in the front, I have 2 sections on the side, and then I have 2 down the middle. So 4 sections in the front as well. And I was doing diagonal sections throughout the entire head, just because, I don't know, I feel like if I did horizontal sections, it'll be too harsh. But I'm pretty much just doing the same thing, outlining with the light ash brown, and then taking subsections and doing the light ash brown at the roots, melting it down a little bit, and then putting on either dark blonde or ultra light blonde, or I would do the light ash brown all the way through. And I did want to clarify something. I said that I'm doing diagonal sections. Well, I'm doing diagonal sections, subsections I should say, not diagonal sections, because the sections are horizontal, the subsections are diagonal. And I'm sorry guys if this is a little confusing, but this is just the way that I learned in beauty school, so I'm just trying to teach you guys, you know, my methods of learning. So the front is pretty important. So I wanted some lighter pieces in the front, so I'm still using the light ash brown on the outside of the section, because I want that root area to be dark. And then I'm going to take the ultra light blonde and put that on the rest of the strands right here that you guys see me coloring. I'm going to paint that all over the ends and really saturate it. And then the section behind that one, I'm pretty sure I used dark blonde, because I didn't want the whole front section to be super light. I just wanted that one piece in the front to be light. as you can see, she's looking very ash, smoky ash, but when it dries, it's going to be more of a dark blonde, smoky ash type look. So it's not going to be this ash once it dries. So next, what I'm going to do after I'm done blow drying it is cut off the lace. So I'm still learning how to apply got to be glue and do the whole frontal thing, but because I don't wear a lot of frontals, like I'm a more of a closure girl. But right now I'm taking the end of a makeup brush and I apply my got to be glue on there, and then I'm just putting it all down my front hairline. Well, not on my hair, but just, you know, right above my hair. And then I'm gonna take my blow dryer, put it on a cool setting, and then dry it until it's like a little bit tacky, and then I applied it, and I use my makeup brush to help me with that. But now what I'm going to do is curl it with my Marcel irons. This might be a little challenging if a beginner tries it, but I've gotten used to using Marcel's and I really like the way they curl. I like the way they curl better than a clamp iron, so that's why I'm using them here. They just give you like a really pretty strong spiral curl. Before curling, I cut layers into the hair just to give it more of a layered look, and it's not just all one length. So if you ever curl hair and you want it to be layered and the curls to look really good, I would suggest you add layers in it, because sometimes it just looks heavy at the bottom if you don't layer it and just have it all one length. That is definitely a pro tip. So if you're ever looking at a girl wig and you're like, oh, her hair is so nice and flowy and feathery, more than likely they added layers to get it that way. And that completes this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too confusing. If it was, just leave your questions down below and I'll answer them in the comment section. This wig turned out so cute. It's just definitely not an everyday wig, but it's definitely a special occasion wig. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one.